Okay, so in this video, we are going to use express.js and Node.js to redirect to a 404 arrow page. Just basic stuff. So if you don't have Node, and you have to have Node installed. If you don't have Node installed, there's plenty of videos out there that will guide you through that. Basically, we're just going to open up our bash. We're going to go to cd desktop, and then we're going to make directory, let's just call it a 404 redirect. So then we're gonna cd into that 404 redirect, boom, and we are going to touch. It's always a good idea to always include when you're first starting out your .env. Well, I call it env, but it's env. And then of course you're going to do your server JSON. So touch .env and then server JSON. I leave the get ignore out for several different reasons, but mostly because if I get ahead of myself, I can mess up the whole .env configuration. It's the pain in the ass, so you don't really want to do that. So I'll include that once I already am in there and I began my work on my .env. So from here, I'm just going to open it up. Open with code. So for here, I'm just going to go ahead and put my port number because you're always going to include that. And we put port, basic stuff. You want to save that. And then on my server, I'm going to go ahead and I guess do my requirements. So do my const. And then do my configuration. Oops. And then I'm going to do my Express because we're going to be using Express. So and then I'm just going to simplify my callback for Express and just use the const app. And so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and save everything, and I'm going to do my npm init. So I'm going to open this in the terminal, do my npm init. It's going to walk me through creating my package JSON. So boom. Yes. And then I'm going to do my npm install express and .env. Okay, so from here, I'm going to go ahead and do a server, make my server listen. So I'm just going to do an app listen, and I'm going to bring in my process.env, and then do my port call, and then I'm just going to give myself a testing response. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and test. So server is listening, but if you notice, one of the things is my errors cannot get. So at this point now we need to do a callback function, and that's once again using the Express. So I'm going to make it clear. We're going to do an app get, and do first stage, and we do a function. It's a function. We're going to do, this is the request on request response, and we're going to do a response is going to be let's just do hello world. So we're going to go ahead and test it again. So we are now working at this point. So the 404 error basically is anything that's not configured with the server. So like for instance, if a user comes in and they say, I want to go to info, okay, well, right, they'd be redirected, cannot get info. Instead of doing the info, you could basically put in a 404 which says, oops, it seems something went wrong, page is broken. I know that this is more so just redirecting to the arrow using the error using Node, and with that you can actually create a really cool 404 page. In my Git, in my repo, you're going to see that I've given a link that shows some different ways people have gone about this. You know, you can look it up, use it as inspiration to create your own, but you can put search bars in there, you can put buttons in there, you can put some cool graphics, but basically the 404 error is really good in regards to any sort of, if you're reconfiguring your server, if you can use it as an error, as a means of an error for like form validation or whatnot, but it's just a clean look. So next we're going to just do the 404 error. Okay, so we did our get, and now we're going to do a use. You want to do an apt use, because again, you can drop this. You know, you can drop this in under any I guess you could say under any route. So, and you can use it in several different ways. But it's basically, you know, express use or application use this, which is going to be the function, the 404 function. So, oops. And of course, we're going to do the response, and we're going to use status 404. We're going to do .end, and then we can make it look pretty. Oops. By just go ahead and dropping it in, well, not really look pretty, but put it in highlights. Oops. Looks like something broke. And then put your end tag. I don't think that's how you spell oops. I think it's, oh, yeah. All right. So now we're going to try it again. Control C, initialize it. You could do your node daemon, but because it's such a small project, I just didn't go through that process. So server listening. Let's just go ahead and do, and then let's do the slash. Oops, looks like something broke. So there you have it. It's very easy. The reason why I did the video is because sometimes in the world of tutorials and looking things up, we miss those easy things. So I know that it's always good to have the 404 in your library. And if you have any questions or if you know a better way, please feel free to comment. And all right, thanks for watching.